The Great Stork Derby, an unusual and historic event in Canadian history, captured the imagination of the public and sparked heated debate during the early 20th century. This competition, which took place between 1930 and 1940, challenged Canadian couples to have as many children as possible within a decade to win a portion of a wealthy individual's estate. Despite its controversial nature, the Great Stork Derby played a significant role in shaping public discourse on population growth and eugenics in Canada. In the 1930s, Canada was in the grip of the Great Depression. The economic downturn severely impacted the lives of Canadians, leading to widespread unemployment, poverty, and social unrest. This challenging period saw the emergence of new ideas and movements, including the eugenics movement, which sought to improve the genetic quality of the human population through selective breeding. The eugenics movement gained traction in Canada, with proponents advocating for measures to control population growth and improve the quality of citizens. At the same time, the 1930s marked a period of rapid population growth in Canada, fueled in part by the so-called baby boom. This combination of factors set the stage for the Great Stork Derby, a competition that sought to address concerns over population growth while also reflecting the influence of eugenics on Canadian society. As the Great Depression persisted, Canadians faced significant economic challenges, and many families struggled to make ends meet. The eugenics movement found a receptive audience in this climate, as some people believed that controlling population growth could alleviate the strain on limited resources and social services. The 1930s baby boom exacerbated these concerns, as the increasing number of births placed further pressure on housing, healthcare, and education systems. Against this backdrop, the Great Stork Derby emerged as a peculiar and controversial response to the complex intersection of economic hardship, population growth, and eugenic ideology. The competition not only highlighted the tensions within Canadian society during the 1930s, but also served as a reflection of the broader global context, as other countries grappled with similar issues related to population control, eugenics, and economic instability. The Great Stork Derby was conceived by Charles Vance Millar, a wealthy Toronto lawyer and financier who included a peculiar clause in his will when he died in 1926. Millar bequeathed a significant portion of his estate to the woman or women in Toronto who could produce the most children within a 10-year period, beginning in 1930. The competition attracted numerous participants from diverse backgrounds, each with their own motivations for joining the race. Some saw the contest as a chance to secure a better future for their families, while others were motivated by the idea of contributing to the growth and prosperity of the Canadian population. The rules of the competition were relatively simple. Participants had to be legally married, and only children born within the 10-year period were eligible for consideration. The media quickly latched onto the story, providing extensive coverage of the event and offering regular updates on the progress of the contenders. Charles Vance Millar's eccentric bequest captured the attention of the public and the media, turning the Great Stork Derby into a national spectacle. The competition not only offered an opportunity for financial gain to those who participated, but also served as a commentary on the social and cultural attitudes of the time. The contest mirrored the societal interest in eugenics and population growth, while simultaneously providing a platform for further discussion and debate. As the competition progressed, it became clear that the Great Stork Derby was more than just a race for wealth. It was a reflection of the complexities and contradictions within Canadian society during the 1930s. The motivations of the participants revealed a diverse range of perspectives on family, parenthood, and the role of women in society. As the contenders vied for the prize, their stories and experiences became an integral part of the public discourse, sparking conversations on the ethics of the contest and the broader implications of eugenics and population growth in Canada. The Great Stork Derby, while captivating the public's attention, also ignited a firestorm of debate and criticism. The eugenic undertones of the competition, coupled with the potential for exploitation and mistreatment of women, led many to question the ethical and moral implications of the contest. These concerns were compounded by the fact that the selection process seemed to disproportionately favor certain demographics, raising questions about fairness and potential biases in the competition. As discussions surrounding the event unfolded, the Great Stork Derby became a focal point for broader debates on the role of eugenics in society, the ethics of population control, and the rights and responsibilities of individuals in the context of family planning. The competition laid bare the tensions and contradictions inherent in these debates, forcing Canadians to confront difficult questions about the relationship between personal freedom, societal expectations, and the collective welfare of the nation. Ultimately, the controversy surrounding the Great Stork Derby served to further highlight the complex and multifaceted nature of the issues at hand, prompting a deeper examination of the ethical and moral dimensions of population growth, eugenics, and the pursuit of individual and collective well-being. The Great Stork Derby concluded in 1940, with several women claiming a share of Millar's estate after giving birth to 9 or more children within the 10-year time frame. The lives of the winners were forever changed by their newfound wealth, although the long-term effects of their participation in the contest were varied. The event's contribution to Canadian population growth was modest, as the number of children born to participants represented only a small fraction of the overall population increase during the 1930s. However, the competition did raise public awareness of issues related to population growth and eugenics, serving as a catalyst for debate and reflection. In the modern era, the Great Stork Derby is often viewed as a curious and controversial episode in Canadian history. The event serves as a reminder of the influence of the eugenics movement during the early 20th century and offers valuable insights into the societal attitudes and values of the time. As attitudes towards eugenics and population control have evolved, the Great Stork Derby's place in contemporary discussions has shifted. Today, it is often cited as an example of the dangers of misguided social engineering and the potential harm that can result from imposing selective breeding policies on human populations. The legacy of the Great Stork Derby also extends to the fields of law and public policy, as the competition led to legal challenges and debates over the ethical implications of such contests. The controversy surrounding the event prompted questions about the limits of personal freedom, the role of government in regulating population growth, and the ethical boundaries of competition. In summary, the Great Stork Derby was a unique and controversial event that played a significant role in shaping public discourse on population growth and eugenics in Canada. Although the competition itself had a limited impact on Canadian population growth, it raised awareness of the issues surrounding eugenics and population control, serving as a catalyst for debate and reflection. The event's legacy persists in the modern era, as it continues to inform discussions about the ethics of population control and the potential dangers of social engineering. By examining the Great Stork Derby and its controversies, we can gain valuable insights into the societal attitudes and values of the early 20th century and reflect on how our understanding of these issues has evolved over time. In the end, the Great Stork Derby serves as both a cautionary tale and a fascinating snapshot of a unique period in Canadian history. As we continue to grapple with the challenges of population growth and the ethical implications of eugenics, the story of the Great Stork Derby remains a relevant and thought-provoking case study. Thanks again for watching today's video, and stay tuned for more wild and wacky content. Also, drop video topics you'd like to see in the comments below.